Have you ever needed to find an account balance for a specific date in the past? Maybe for a financial audit, a report, or to answer some business question? Here's the challenge. Tracking balances for millions of accounts every day could create billions of rows. So how do banks efficiently calculate balances at any point in time without storing unnecessary snapshots? Well, in this video, we're going to break down how to solve this problem using Kimball's approach. On screen, you'll see a data model that we put together in the last video, step by step, using the 4-step process to putting together dimensional models. The challenge here is that most banks store month-end balances because that's enough for high-level reporting. What if you need a balance over a particular date, right? For some financial analysis. Well, you might think, let's store daily balances for every account. Well, that's a bad idea, actually. Let's do the math. 10 million accounts times that by 365 days in a year equals to 3.65 billion records in your fact table. There's definitely a much better way to do this. So what we're going to have to do is in the transaction fact table, you're going to have to enhance your fact table with the following fields at the bottom here, highlighted in bold. A transaction sequence number, a final transaction flag, and the balance after the transaction has completed. In the transaction sequence number, just captures the number of the transaction chronologically. The earliest transaction gets 1, the latest transaction gets the max value. Final transaction flag is a yes and no flag. And so in this instance, let's break down an example. If you have 4 transactions for a given account in a day, transaction number 1 would get an N, transaction number 2 would get an N, and transaction number 3 would get an N, and transaction 4 would get a Y because that's the final transaction of the day. And back to our example, we would pick up this final transaction flag Y record and then get the associated balance after transaction for that particular account. And that's how you calculate balances at a given time using transaction fact tables. Did this help you to understand banking data better? Smash that like button and subscribe for more data modeling insights. And if you need help designing your own financial data models, don't forget to visit mfadatasolutions.com and drop a comment below. What's the biggest challenge you have faced in a financial data model? Let's have a discussion.